Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to talk about my experience being on YouTube, uploading videos for about a week now with less than 500 subscribers. To be honest, unless you've already checked by now, I only have 8 subscribers as of now, and yeah, it's probably a little clickbaity that I said under 500, but girls gotta do what she gotta do. But here I am to spill the beans on what exactly it feels like having 8 subscribers, posting videos continuously, shooting videos continuously, editing them, why I'm doing this, what actually happens when your views are stuck at like 87 and you're just constantly refreshing your YouTube studio page and you're checking how many views are there. Well, yeah, I'm here to tell you about all of that and more. Okay, so let's get into it. So, I'm just going to talk about my personal experience, and here is why I'm continuing to post videos on YouTube. Um, so, first and foremost, I have been wanting to shoot videos, talk about what interests me, make videos about what I am good at, and let other people learn from me for a really long time. And I've been sitting on that for a really long time. Now, the reason being that I always thought that somebody's gonna judge me, or what are people gonna think? What are my friends gonna think? Oh, it's so cringe. Am I really cut out for this? There are like so many much more better people out there. Like, there are so many more people out there doing this, and they are way better than I am. I don't even know editing. I don't even speak that well. I had doubts about my voice sounding a certain way on video, and well, I just had to get over it and do this. And as much as I'm probably going to go back and in a few months or days or weeks or maybe even minutes from now, I might go look at my first video and feel a bit weird about it. It's high time that I put myself out there, because the longer I'm waiting and the more time I'm wasting not doing this, I'm just doing myself a disservice. So I'm still going to continue doing this, because one of my favorite parts of the day is to shoot a video. And I'm constantly thinking about, what am I going to talk about next? What is it that people are going to watch next? What is it that I can talk to people about? It's such a sort of just a cathartic feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but when you actually get to working on editing your video and building that storyline, seeing how it's all coming together, it's really something. And I want to continue doing it, because I want that feeling again and again and again. Yep. So that's one of my first reasons. Now, another huge part of my experience is just like, looking at the views, right, and feeling a bit discouraged. I mean, I'm not gonna mince my words, or I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and be like, oh, it's fine, you're not gonna feel anything, just keep doing it, even if nobody's watching. Well, yes, I would still say that you need to keep doing it, even if nobody's watching, but I need to let you know that you have to prepare yourself for your video to not be watched at all by anyone, apart from probably just your friends and whoever else that you've shared the video with. So you have to be really patient. I know 1 week is a very less time for any kind of analysis in that sense, but it's still something. There are people whose videos are blowing up in like 2 days, 3 days, and all of that. There are faceless video YouTube video channels that are like making it big in like really questionably less time. So you're bound to probably think that, oh my gosh, like I can do this, I can do this in 1 week, I can do this in 1 month, I can do it in less than anyone else's time for having made it on YouTube. But you just need to be patient with yourself, and you need to kind of reevaluate and go back to why you initially started doing this. For me, like I've discussed in my first YouTube video, it's because I wanted to process my emotions a lot better. I wanted to know how to articulate them. I wanted to get a creative outlet of sorts. I wanted to learn more about YouTube. I want to learn more about YouTube. I want to know how to edit videos. I want to also, like, know how things work, know how I can get my video out there for more people to watch. So yeah, I'm still gonna keep doing it even if nobody's watching. So another thing that I wanted to really talk about was that even if nobody's watching it, the reason that this is a really good thing to do is because it does really kind of build your portfolio. So even if you're in the real world looking for whatever, quote unquote, a real job, a 9 to 5 or whatever that is, or even if you own your own business, it's still a good thing because here you are building your own portfolio. So for people who are looking for regular 95 jobs or whatever that is, um, it's still going to look good on you because one, you've taken initiative and started your own little something. Two, you're going to be, sort of displaying your communication skills, your presentation skills, your storytelling skills. You're also going to be displaying your video editing skills, your uh, marketing skills, your personal branding skills, right? And for people who own small businesses, of course, your marketing skills, your social media expertise, and all of those things. So you're still actually doing yourself a lot of good. It's not a waste of time. It is definitely very far away from a waste of time. Um, so yeah, consider it. That is one of the reasons I'm still continuing, and that is also something that I feel is sort of already helping me because I'm already applying for jobs in Sweden, and yeah, video editing is definitely going on my resume. Like, yeah, I'm there. I'm an expert. Okay, I'm not an expert, but you know what I mean, right? So do it, and I have watched countless videos of people being like, um, if you don't know, have a YouTube channel already, make one already, and why you should make it. And they're really like enthusiastic and they are really trying to like rile you up and make you, enthusiastic about this whole thing. Like they're really trying to like pump passion into you through the screen. I'm not here to do that. Frankly, I'm gonna be very real in this because I have always felt bad like leaving projects midway. I think one of the areas of opportunity for me, if I may say, oh my gosh, is that like a scooter outside? I'm sorry if you could hear that, but I hope not because I'm going to continue speaking. Okay, so one of the areas of opportunity for me has been to really stick with something I start. I have this issue where I start something, I get really pumped, I have all these ideas, and then I'm just not able to keep pace with it. Now, I'm not entirely someone who leaves everything midway, but I think for me, it's been like just so many life changes that have happened in the past 2 years. There's a lot I've gone through personally and professionally, and it's difficult to keep doing something creative alongside a regular, really monotonous job. You know, as great as the company was, is, I mean, my job was pretty monotonous. And it was difficult to stay motivated to do what I really wanted to do. It was also difficult to take out time to do what I really wanted to do. Now, this brings me to my next point, right? So, a lot of y'all out there would be wanting to start a YouTube channel while already having a job. You're not all like in my situation where I'm actually already on my notice period. I'm going to be out of this company like next week, and I'm free to do whatever I want to do with my time, right? Alongside, of course, like doing what a regular person needs to do every day to survive. But yeah, so time is precious. Time is something that you should spend wisely, which is why I'm not going to say just go and start your YouTube channel or whatever. Start it for a good reason that you know that you're going to want to stick to for a long time. Now it could be anything. I mean, you would probably just want to do it for the reasons I mentioned: building a portfolio, putting yourself out there, practicing communication skills, learning how to do all these things, video editing and all of these things. But know your why. That is extremely important because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to stick to it. It's going to be really difficult to kind of really pull through and go against all these mind voices that you're going to constantly face. Because let's be real, like we all have our own insecurities. We're all going to second guess ourselves. We're all going to feel like, oh my gosh, there's someone way better than me doing this. Why should I even do this? Who's even going to watch it? Blah, 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 blah. So if you're gonna start this, and I really strongly advocate for starting a YouTube channel, but if you don't know your why yet, then wait. Figure out what your why is and then start, right? So I know this is a bit controversial because there are so many videos where people are just like, just start, just start, just start already. Well, it's really easy for you to tell me that through a screen, Mr. Mark, but it's not going to work that way. I mean, let's be real. Please, like, let us be for real. That's like a new slang that I've started using. Is it really a slang? Let's be for real. So, my 1 week experience has been really good in the sense that I've really been thinking about what is it that I know that nobody else knows how to do, or what is it that I do really well, or what is it that I can talk about that other people might want to listen to me for, you know? So, this is also a really good exercise to kind of build that confidence in you, because of course, yeah, you have all these mind voices and all of that, but when you actually get down to sitting and writing a script, being like, okay, what am I going to talk about today, or how do I want this frame to look like? I mean, you can see how I very magically cleared out the entire mess in my room, but yeah, you really sit down and do all of that whole exercise of noting down, okay, what do I want this video to look like, what do I want people to see, how do I want people to add value, I mean, get value from my content, what do I want to tell people about, and what do I want to share, like how am I really going to add value to someone else's life. Yeah, that is really exciting, that really is the best feeling. So that is like really exciting, because knowing that someone's watching your video and actually getting value from it, learning something, or let's not just talk about learning, but just being entertained and liking how you're speaking and wanting to know more about you. Well, all of that is exciting. It's exciting to put yourself out there and see how people perceive you, see how people respond to you, and yes, the wait is probably going to be a little more longer, before people actually watch your video. I mean, I don't even know who's going to watch this, but I'm doing it anyway for that person over there, somewhere in one corner of the world, or probably right in the center of it, having like zero subscribers, thinking if they should start a YouTube channel and how is it going to feel like. Well, that is exactly what I am trying to tell you. How it feels like 1 week in. Trust me, guys, if I can do this, if I can, me, who has been putting this off for so long, for years actually, I've always wanted to, be out there on social media. I've started like Instagram channels over and over again, which I have not followed up with, and I'm finally doing this. I'm actually doing video content. Trust me, you guys can do it too, and you guys can do a fine job at it. And I'm not just saying this to like encourage you, I'm really just telling you to, like, yeah, maybe it is to encourage you, but it's also to tell you that through the process, you're going to actually learn more and more and more about you. You're going to, kind of ideate more and kind of think about, okay, what can I talk about? What can I present in a better way? How is this going to look better on video? How is this going to look better? How is this going to sound better on audio? And it's just that journey that's also going to be really rewarding, because it's already been so rewarding for me. The quality of conversations I've been having with my friends, with my family has already improved. It's also given me a lot to look forward to. I don't feel completely like purposeless. Being at a stage where I'm moving countries. I'm moving to Sweden to be with my husband. I've quit my job. I'm gonna have my last day at work next week. It is a lot, and having something to look forward to was a really big deal for me up until, well, 1 week ago, where I just started it. I didn't think a lot. I did it. I mean, I had some idea in mind, of course. And it's always nice to capture these things. It's always nice to see how you were like 10 years back. So probably 9 years and 53 weeks down the line, I'm going to be watching this video of me and be like, oh my gosh, Caris, like, so cringe. As much as I'm trying to sound encouraging to you guys, I want you guys to encourage me too. Please leave a comment, just someone out there in the world, just one person, leave one comment. And I'm not going to stop ever. Unless I'm that annoying and you guys really want me to stop. I mean, there are always gonna be people who are gonna think you're cringe or you're annoying or whatever, but don't let them stop you. So even if you guys do find me annoying, I'm so sorry, but I'm not gonna stop. So another aspect of my journey that I want to share with you is that I haven't really told anyone that I started this channel. I actually told my husband because I was like, okay, you're my husband, you have to know. I just feared letting people down. I feel like if I tell too many people, I just stop doing it, and then people look forward to it, and I'm not actually doing anything about it. So I didn't want that to happen. But for the few people that I shared it with, few of my friends across the world, the country, and my husband, I actually always ask them for feedback. I've posted 6 videos so far, and my friends have given some really good feedback, and that is one thing that is really important on this journey. Whether you're 1 week into it, 1 day into it, 2 minutes into it, well, just take the feedback, because you obviously shared it with people that you really trust, to get good feedback from. If you have gone through the trouble of clicking on share and sending it to them on WhatsApp or wherever, so take that into consideration, because every perspective matters. Even if people are hating on you, even that matters, because you're gonna try to understand, okay, this person is not okay with what I'm sharing, and why is he not okay with me sharing this or saying this, or what is actually upsetting them. That's actually going to be insight that you're going to be able to use in your videos for the future. I got really good feedback. I got feedback about putting captions on my videos, and I got feedback about, okay, I posted a few shorts videos about getting ready, and I got some feedback around how I should frame it. I personally also gave myself feedback where I could tell that I don't think people are very interested in watching shorts videos that are really long. I mean, it's called shorts for a reason. Mine were way too long for someone who has barely made it on YouTube. She's like a week old. I think those longish videos are a bit too much. Um, However, my regular videos, my long form videos, I am gonna kind of just be finding my style somewhere along the way. So let's see how that kind of picks up. Um, I'd be lying if I say that I've never doubted myself, or I've like always felt good about it. There have been times where I felt scared, thinking that what if I just like don't feel like doing this in the future. That there are those fears still in me, because this is a little new for me, and because I am constantly motivating myself to do this and constantly motivating myself to think of new ideas and be excited about it. Because let's be real, I mean, life happens, and sometimes you do start questioning your own abilities, even though there's literal proof of it in video format. So yeah, those have been some feelings that I'm fighting, and I'm actually happy about it. I'm happy that I'm actually feeling those things, and yet I'm right here recording this video. It means a lot to me. I don't know if it's going to mean a lot to any of you people who are watching, but it means a lot to me. And yeah, it's just a nice feeling to conquer something, in that sense, like these feelings, these little micro thoughts in your brain trying to sway you away, um, from what you really want to do, something that really makes you happy. And at the end of the day, I mean, it does make me happy. I want to like shoot these videos. I want to like edit them. I want to talk about what my thoughts are about things. I want to have a platform to talk about what I really want to talk about. I want to have a platform, a community where I can share things with people, and I can get feedback from them. I can get more information from them. So yeah, that's also been part of my experience. There's a lot of road noise today. I don't know if you guys are catching any. I'll probably be trying to edit it out. Another thing that I've been a little conscious of is to really just be myself. All my life, really, I've really craved to be my authentic self. Growing up as a South Indian kid in north of India, I had a lot of trouble fitting in. Well, for a lot of obvious reasons, my skin color didn't match the 95% of the population in the north of India because they are a lot more fairer than I am. The way we spoke was very different, so people generally speak a lot of Hindi. And in our family, we spoke a lot of English at home just because my parents spoke that way. And so, obviously, I ended up speaking a lot of English in school as well. And people thought I was just like too full of myself or trying to like show off that I can speak in English. Speaking in English was looked down upon. Um, there were a lot of things that were, you know, spoken about in pockets about how I looked and how I spoke, and I knew all of it, even though, well, I probably didn't show it to people that I know what they're talking about me, but I got bullied a lot for that in school, and I was also a teacher's kid, which made it even more, you know, well, just difficult for me. And so I did really want to be my authentic self, and I craved for that. I really wanted to just be myself. I wanted to speak my truth. I wanted to stand up for things that I wanted to uh, really like speak up for, and I felt very passionately about, right? And then even in college, I did face a lot of flack for just being the real me, just being myself. I didn't talk to a lot of people, so that got misconstrued, and people started making up stuff about me. When I started working, I remember in my first job, I was probably the only non vegetarian, and I had really different spending patterns from them, and I was judged for that. I was judged for not being as environmental friendly and, I don't know, fit or whatever. And in my current job as well, I have faced a lot of judgment, and I've really not truly been able to be myself, really. I mean, of course, it's been a lot better at LinkedIn, but on YouTube, I hope to be my truly true authentic self. If there's any more true words that I can use. But what I'm trying to say is that it really gives you a platform to be yourself. And I know that a lot of people feel like they can't be themselves. And I know that feeling. I've been through it. I know a lot of y'all would have been through it too. And what you make of your YouTube channel is really up to you. And that's the best part about it. There are no right or wrong rules apart from, of course, fair use and all of that. But the fact that there is so much freedom in creating something of your own is the best part of it. And I cannot wait to be myself even more in front of this camera. It's actually an iPhone, so. But see, like, I can't do this in real life unless I really know you. You're not gonna like see me like this. So, and with hands, oh my gosh, when am I gonna stop using my hands so much? Let's just stop it. Okay, so yeah. So, what I'm trying to say is that 1 week on YouTube, creating videos, uploading them, waiting, pining for views, has been good, has been great actually, and I'm going to continue doing it. I may stop the pining because there is no point doing that, but other than that, it's been great. I hope some new people have been watching this video, and I hope it's given some sort of a value, it's given some sort of an insight on how it really feels. um, Another thing I'd like to add is that in the beginning, small things become overwhelming, like setting up the camera, or like I had a lot of issues where once I just forgot to turn on the mic and I recorded like 30 minutes of footage and all of it was on mute. There was another time where I fixed the mic wrong and it was like hitting my throat, and so I just sounded really weird, and I was like, no, I have to shoot that again. So I had to again shoot like 40 minutes worth of content, and then of course it was in 40 minutes again. It just like, you know, the if you shoot something for the first time, you get the best shot, and then if it's the second time, it just gets diluted somewhere. I don't know, that's been my experience. So these are things that will happen, and I may even forget to turn on my mic later in life. I mean, who knows, like maybe even 1 year from now I might forget doing that. But these are hurdles that you really need to cross and like go beyond that, because these are just small things that happen every day anyway. You know, you get late for work, you miss the bus, you know, you break your heel. So yeah, like stuff happens. You just have to still like continue doing what you want to do, and that has been a learning as well for me, to not give up at the slightest inconvenience. Yeah, big learning for anyone who's actually planning on starting their YouTube channel, or who has been second guessing themselves like I have been. Enough is enough, guys. Just like do it already. Just do it. I'm gonna be one of like those YouTubers who are like just start it already. But they're actually right, you know. Yeah. So I'm also gonna say that you must definitely start. Just figure out what your why is, and you're gonna be all set. Okay, so side note for anyone who's actually following my videos from the beginning, I started this YouTube channel to document these big changes in my life, and the biggest being that I'm relocating to Sweden to be with my husband. I'm 2 weeks away from it today, and yeah, it's huge, it's massive. I have so much to do still, but I'm still gonna keep going, and gonna try to enjoy whatever's happening around me. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe and leave a comment and like this video if you have liked it. Please be real. Only do it if you've liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.